Well, hey there, YouTube. It's Petey Two Finger, and as far as the duo goes, we're going to be doing a set of guitar instrumentals. So I've been working on this. We have Rumble, Sleepwalk, Apache, James Bond theme, Wipeout, Laura's theme, Albatross, and a Jeff Beck song called "Because We've Ended as Lovers." Now, this app, which is called Moises, has enabled me to take some music tracks and then separate them. Meaning, if we're going to cover a song, let's take the Jeff Beck song for instance, we want to be able to have my wife play the bass and me play the guitar. Now, the original recording, it's got a very good bass player and an excellent, one of the best guitar players in the world, but we don't want that. We want, and that's where Moises comes in. So you can upload, you get 7 songs for free per month, and it also has a mastering app, which I'll talk about in a minute. But basically, it's track separation, and then it does this mastering. There's some AI songwriter thing. I haven't even clicked on that yet. Moises is free to try. You get 7 songs a month. And they do throw a little bit of limitations on there, like you can't download a WAV file version of it, but you can download an MP3. And I think it's 256. It's pretty high. It's not 320 though. So yeah, it will give you the individual tracks or the stems, and it does a pretty good job at that. It's AI doing this, although I did have a couple of issues with some of the tracks mixing, like the guitar was showing up on the keyboard track, and it ended up making my life hell. I went back and took those tracks and ran them through it again. So maybe I would have been better off starting afresh or wait with a different version of the song. Maybe I would have had better luck. Because a lot of them that I did, Moises really did a great job. It really worked really well of separating the song. Like, it's great for the bass guitar. It really does a good job at that. But when you get into the keyboard and guitar area, it can get a little difficult depending on the recording. But yeah, this is really cool stuff. This Moises, it's $3.99 a month, $39 a year. And I ran out of my 7 songs. I was using it in one night, and so I just went ahead and bought it. I'm gonna have it for a month, and we'll see if I end up needing it again. I'm sure I will be using my 7 free songs a month, because this is really cool. Now the mastering, you upload your song, and then basically it wants a reference track, and it's gonna master your song similarly to this reference track. Mastering, I looked it up and I tried, like I was downloading David Bowie Lazarus. I downloaded a Kinks song. I downloaded about almost a dozen songs. And what I would do is I would download a YouTube video at 1080. And then I would I would strip the audio off the YouTube to a WAV file. So it wasn't really the best way to be doing it, I would then upload the WAV file to my Google Drive. And then when I wanted to master a piece of music on Moises, I would upload the piece of music, and then I'd ask you for a link. You can't give it a YouTube link. Or public servers. It won't do it. So I was using my Google Drive and kind of jockeying stuff around. And I found that the mastering was a bit intense. It was a bit much. It changed the mix a real lot. Some of the mastering, depending on the song you pick as a reference track, it would add some high end to it, which was nice, but and it seemed with all of it, it was really boosting the mid-range quite a bit. So I'm not a big mastering expert. I know how I like to do it is I do it with a program called Ozone version 5, and I run a few different EQs and some compression, and it's got a whole mastering suite of stuff. There's like a stereo expander. There's all these different things, an exciter, and I set that up pretty much one way, and then I use the same parameters or the same preset for everything. And that's my mastering thing. This was really, like, it's got a limiter on it. And I mean, you can adjust the decibels of the limiter. So maybe that's what I need to do, is fine tune it some more and figure it out how to get the mastering into a ballpark where I'm more comfortable using it. But I got to tell you, I used moises all day, and then I purchased it. And like right after I purchased it, it stopped working. And I was screwing around thinking, oh, it must be something I did wrong, for hours. And then I sent some emails to them. And when I woke up today, I was frustrated because it's been like that lately. It's been like that for me, with stuff just not going my way, or I go to the bar and I get attacked. I got attacked, by physically assaulted, for nothing. I did absolutely nothing, and I had a guy hit me. So yeah, I woke up today. It worked fine, and I got an email. Oh, it was down. And it's like, yeah, I used it for I don't know how many hours, and it was rock solid. And then I bought it, and as soon as I buy it, it's just stopped working. And I'm trying like different browsers and rebooting, and the typical thing. But that's my life. And I guess at the end of the day, I can't really complain. I can't. But when I come on here, I do want to be honest with you, and I'm recommending a software that it's a cloud-based service. So beware. And I'm not sure how often they do this, that they just shut it off, or whatever the issue was. Oh, we had an outage. Did you? Did you have an outage? Is that when you get your quarter ounce of blow and your parade of hookers comes marching through the... I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to think. I don't know what to say. I know it really fucking pissed me off. But if you can get by, spare yourself, save the $3.99 and get away with just 7 tracks a month. Hey, more power to you. All right, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. You look forward to this guitar set of instrumentals that Gomti and I are going to be working on. We've been working really hard on this in the past few days, trying to keep myself busy here. Perhaps a bit too busy. I do need to take some time and for R&R. I like to play. There's a video game that I really like to play, and I just haven't been able to play it. I've been too busy. But I got 8 of these tracks, and we're working on teaching Gomti these songs. She learned Apache off of a tutorial video, and it's like a legitimate bass line. And Gomti, she doesn't have large hands. She has tiny little fingers, and she's only able to play her bass with her index finger. She cannot use her pinky or any of her other fingers. She just can't do it. So it really limits what she's able to do. But Apache, she's able to do it. She's able to fake her way through it. So we're going to keep practicing this stuff and hopefully get it to sound where it's decent. We're not really embarrassing ourselves. But like, this is a really bad idea for us pretending that we can play covers just so we can entertain an audience, because the songs that I write aren't good enough. They're not, the songs that people have heard before, those are great songs. But if they haven't heard it before, it's that thing of playing originals, people, they hate you. They will not give you a chance. They shut their ears off. They won't listen. But if it's, you could play the Barney theme, and they would be doing kick flips and self-immolating and, getting your name tattooed on their forehead. But if you come up with your own music, that's not going to get you very far. Anyway, you guys, check this Moises app. If you're into playing around with making music, and you love cover tunes, you could go ahead and kickstart your heart. You could master your puppets. You could have so much fun with this. You could be in Metallica. You get that Master of One Love, that reggae where you combine, it's half Metallica tribute, half reggaeton, or what do you call that guy with the CIA hit him with the cancer gun? No Burton, no Cry. What's his name? Anyway, you guys, I'm going to cut you loose on this one. You guys take care of yourselves. Try to stay warm and hug your pets.